What's up, everybody? In this video, I don't show it, but woke up early around 5 o'clock, picked Brad up around 5:30. We went down to Walmart. They opened at 6, grabbed a few things we needed, some new hooks, weights, bells for the rods, which you'll see and hear in a minute, a few other things, some bait. Just wanted to get out here early, just because we feel like the fish bite the best when it's early in the morning. If you have been watching my channel from the beginning, you'll see that this place looks a little familiar. This is the very first spot I've ever made a video at, the intro to the channel. I didn't go fishing that video because I was just trying to focus on making a video. Here we come back and see what we can catch. Now, this is probably the 4th or 5th time that I've fished this spot, and I like it because there's a beach area. I mean, is it rocky? Yes. But it's a decent place to throw out, and there's not too many things you can get snagged up on under the water in this area. Now, Brad beat me to it. Usually the saying is first rod in the water is the first catch that's going to be caught. He had his lines in the water well before I was even fully set up. He actually wound up catching a baby striper right here while I'm still just setting my rods up. Now, if you haven't been fishing before, it's something I recommend everybody to do. It's a great way just to get out in nature and brain out for a minute. Put your phone down and pay attention to just the water, your rod, and see if you can't catch a monster. Now, another thing I like about this spot is when you come early in the morning, you get a beautiful sunrise. Today, the sun was really orange. Now, I decided to run bells on the end of the rods today because I just didn't want to pay too much attention to the rods. So if a fish were to hit the hook, you'd hear the ding ding.
Into the bait. Yeah. When I started, I had a little Samsung, like
one of the square ones. I know exactly.
Yeah, with the decent screen. Had it's black. But it had like the video or photo option. Mom got for me for Christmas when I was like 15. I think I'm gonna do the same thing for Noah. Honestly, I'm like gonna make a little camcorder like kids want because he loves like creating.
Now, I had the camera off while we were sitting there, so I missed the initial hit for this fish. But at least you get to see it come up because I ran back real quick, turned the camera on, and I have it set to where it pre-records a little bit. Now, I watch a good amount of fishing videos on YouTube myself. The one thing I don't like is people will pull a fish out, get it unhooked, and keep it out the water for 2 to 10 minutes talking about the fish and like put it back in the water. You see some of the videos, they wind up dying because they're out for too long. So you can see the size of this fish just by me unhooking it. I'm not going to come up to the front of the camera and talk to you about this fish.
You never read back up?
No. All right, buddy.
Now, that was a decent sized catfish. I know they come a lot larger, but for that, it's pretty nice for me. We originally came out today expecting to come after some striper. Now, it's still really early. Fall run is when striper will be coming back through the river and you'll get the bigger ones. We're still catching small ones. Brad wound up catching about 4, I think, of the small stripers, and that catfish was my only catch. Now, Brad operates a plumbing company, so he was on the phone with one of his workers, and I decided just to goof off a little bit. You'll see this pole sticking out the water. I climbed up and did a karate crane pose.
Right? These things are gonna start eating us.
Killer bees.
Dude, I literally just watched that yesterday. Killer bees.
They're everywhere.
Now, we stayed at this spot for a little bit when Dan showed up, but the tide had changed and it was pushing all of our lines into a seaweed patch, which was just too thick to reel back in, and we were lost all hits. We see no type of life after Otto had caught 4 of the bass and I caught that 1 catfish. Dan sadly got skunked today, but he showed up late, so that's what you get. We wound up moving to another spot, which I didn't record because my battery wound up dying here. I forgot to bring my extra batteries for the camera, so you don't get to see all that. We didn't wind up catching anything at the next spot anyway, so it would have just bored you. Thank yous for watching. If anybody here does striped bass fishing in October on the Delaware River in the Bucks County area, hit me up. Maybe we can get together and go.